Hi guys, how you doing? Uncle Bob here, back once again with another video, and today we're going to be doing the pretty cool review of the latest Halloween Michael Myers figure from NECA, which is the Halloween Resurrection figure of Myers from obviously NECA and the Halloween Resurrection movie, which is, yeah, it's not the best film. I know some people think it's the worst. I don't know if even if it is the worst, it's actually quite fun to watch on a Saturday night. I think do prefer it more than the Rob Zombie ones. I think it is more fun and just better. But yeah, it's not the worst, but I think it is fun. It has its moments. But yeah, this is the latest one, or the three newest ones that NECA did. They did Curse of Myers, then they did H2O, and then they did Resurrection. So three new Myers figures, and it's pretty good. Here's the box, Halloween Resurrection. Evil finds its way home on the cover. Pretty good. Halloween Resurrection on the side. I think on that side as well. On the top. And then some pretty nice images of Myers on the back there. One of just the head. And then the bit at the end where obviously after he gets burnt and you see him on the table at the end, but then obviously he's not dead, he's still alive, and you just see his eyes open and then it goes off. Then there's the pumpkin that's there, then him holding the camera when he's just killed the cameraman during that scene, and then a scene where he's holding the knife, typical Myers stance there, holding a knife, as he does in many other figures. And then the Resurrection, then it says all the bits that you get, includes all that stuff there that we'll go through in a minute. Another image of Myers, the man, in there. And again, I don't know what I don't know if it's outside the house, some area, because there's like a lot of window there, I believe. I think, I'm not too sure. It looks like it kind of looks like it's a bit outside, but I'm not too sure. It's very, very dark. But anyway, the figure, awesome. Really happy. I just got it. Didn't get it when it first came out, 'cause obviously I'm in UK, England, and it came out in America. It took a while to get it, but I got it just a few weeks ago. Well, I see it come up about a week or two ago. I ordered it, and then it's just literally arrived now, and straight on it, doing the review, wasting no time. And yeah, it's a pretty good figure. I think this case is similar to the H2O figure. It's a case the figures might actually better better than the film. I think the H2O figures, in some ways, it's just funny because it's better than the film. I think this actually looks better than it does in the movie. It's crazy because the mask looked pretty awful in H2O and Resurrection. I think actually looking at them now, maybe the Resurrection one looks slightly better than it does in H2O, or at least the mask does anyway. Show the H2O one in a minute. But yeah, on this, it actually looks, it's all right. It's quite a solid figure actually. So if you had it, when you have it on display like that, look, it does look all right actually. It's pretty good. I think in the film it looks way worse. So the actual figures do it justice actually. Well, I think it does anyway. I think in the H2O Resurrection he looks a lot more skinnier. He doesn't look like more built like this. This looks pretty solid. He doesn't look skinny. Because like in the first early Halloweens, he looks, he's big, he's big built. But when it comes to like H2O and Resurrection, he's more skinny and he kind of looks like, he'd be easily, but wouldn't be as tough. I know he's tough in all the films, but yeah, he just doesn't look, to me, he just doesn't look like he's, as big built. He looks like an absolute unit and a machine in like the first couple of Halloweens, and then by it's like fifth and sixth Halloween, he's an absolute unit. I mean, he's just like, he's so built. and he just looks, you know, absolutely unstoppable. But yeah, it's a pretty nice figure, and the head sculpt's pretty nice. And obviously, you can see the eyes just in there, but obviously, it's trying to keep it dark because you know the when he's got his mask on, you could just about see the eyes. But I think, to be honest, when it comes to the head sculpts, I think it does look better when you can't really see the eyes because it looks a bit sort of more comical when you can actually see the eyes. It's like a bit. He looks a bit funny when he's not really supposed to be. You know, supposed to be. Uh, you know, when he's got the mask and it's supposed to be as dark as possible. It's a case of like it looks better further away than it does close up when it comes to the mask. But yeah, it's a pretty nice mask. I was just looking. I flipped the lid as soon as I got it because when you're buying stuff online instead of going in the shop and buying them, you can't see if it's fake or not. You know, it's taking a chance always, so you don't know whether it's fake or real. And as I said, I got it in the UK pretty early. I don't even think they've got this in the shops yet, but they've got it online on eBay. So when I got it, I didn't know whether it's fake or not. I'm actually still not 100% sure, but it does look real. My Curse Mark Mars figures, I'm not 100% sure that that's real, but this looks pretty real. But yeah, one of my figures, yes, when you sort of take a chance, you don't know whether it's fake or not. But this looks kind of real. As I said, I flipped the lid when I first got it to see if it was fake or real. And then when I opened it up, it does look real. It doesn't look fake. I could be wrong, but the mask looks pretty good on my Curse Mars. The mask looks a bit suspect that it could be fake, but I'm not 100% sure. But this looks kind of good. It's good. It's a good head sculpt on this. I mean, if it is fake, then it's a pretty good fake. It looks pretty solid. I mean, it's not. There's no loose joints, which is a good thing. Loose joints, well, so bootlegs. There's ones that are really loose and just really terrible. But this looks pretty solid. Look, there's no loose joints at all. It's pretty solid. There's no marks on the head sculpt like it is on my Curse Myers, and it looks pretty nice. I do quite like this figure actually. Yeah, it's a pretty nice head sculpt there. Nice detail, nicely painted. It is quite similar to the H2O mask, but I would say that this one is slightly better in my opinion. But yeah, there's the hair. Yeah, it's a pretty good mask. Head sculpt. The coveralls or overalls, or whatever you want to call it, are a dark shade of sort of a navy purple, which looks pretty nice. You see the colour and the detail. I know it's always going to be pretty much the same with these outfits, but there's a detail there. Going around on the arms, back. So not much going on, but you know, that's how it is with these Myers figures. But if you're a fan of Halloween and Myers, then obviously you're going to keep getting these figures. Obviously awesome to have, you know, 8 or 10 or whatever it is figures. There's legs there, boots, black as always. Nothing too much going on there. And yeah, it's a pretty nice, solid figure. There's the Curse and H2O figures. I will be doing a couple more Halloween videos. I'll be doing a video with these 3 figures, plus comparison of all my Myers figures. So some fun Myers figures coming up. So stay tuned to them. So there's the Curse, the first one that NECA did in this trilogy, not obviously the first one they did altogether, but in this new 3 that came out last year. There's the Curse. See what I said with the mask? I don't know if it's 100% fake or real. It just doesn't look like it's very good painting, especially in the mouth. I mean, I'm not bothered, but I would like to know if it is real or fake. And there's the H2O. Again, I'm not sure if it is fake or real. I mean, it doesn't look as bad as the curse, but yeah, I'm just not 100% sure it's real. But the mask certainly looks like the film. We can almost pretty much see his eyes full on, which doesn't look good in the movie. But I will say I think the figure actually is better than it does in the movie, just due to the fact that it's very, very light in the film. And yeah, it's just funny. It's actually quite funny to look at. But yeah, as I said, that yeah, certainly I would favour the Resurrection Mask. It's got more than the H2O one. And the coveralls are certainly different as well. In the we'll take a closer look at that in the other video. But yeah, three different sort of shades of blue. The Resurrection is more darker. The H2O one is dark, is navy blue, but sort of a shade, if you can see that, slightly less than the Resurrection. And then obviously the Curse is sort of a very lighter shade of navy, sort of almost going towards blue rather than yeah, sort of yeah. It's very light. It's very lighter than the others. I think I do prefer sort of the darker shade of coveralls. I think it does look pretty good in the Curse Myers. I think it looks pretty good. I do like the mask, and I do like the way Myers looks in the Curse. I know some people did say they didn't like it, but I think he does look pretty good. He looks pretty strong and pretty brutal. The way that Myers should look, to be honest. Yeah, maybe there wasn't the right choice of how they went about the movie, but yeah, I think it's still pretty good. I think that Halloween 6 is a pretty good movie. I think the fifth one is probably better. 6 is right. It's got its ups, but it's got its downs where it's still like too quick in places. But as I said, we'll have a look at the figures a bit more in the other video. So going back to this, so we've looked at the figure. Let's look at the articulation. The articulation is pretty much the same as all the Myers figures. We've got the arm movements up and down. It is a bit stiff on the old side, but yeah, it does go up and down. I don't know if it goes. I don't know if they go. Oh, that arm does. See, that arm goes up. Try and see if that up, but that arm doesn't appear to go up. I'm not sure if that's supposed to or whether. Bit unusual, yeah. But that arm, see, they both go forward, up and down, but only that arm appears to be going up. I don't know if that was intentional or what. But yeah, you've got a joint on the elbow, and the same one again on the other side. Hands rotate, 360 style. The head goes left and right, obviously as it does. I don't think it goes. Oh, it does go forward and back a little bit. Yep, side to side, pretty good there. None on the body as usual. I don't think there ever is on the Myers figures with any movement on the body. Legs go forward a bit. There's always a restriction here with the crotch area going on. But yeah, goes up to about there with a bit of a stretch. Yeah, I think that's about it. Don't think it's any further. But I mean, you're not going to get him in any leg poses anyway. I mean, who's going to have Myers on display like that? I mean, really. I only have my figures to stand in there holding a knife, pretty much, or holding an axe or whatever. But yeah, if he was going to, for some strange reason, get me in a position like that, yeah, that's about as far as it'll go. Same on the other side, I think. He does, however, almost do the splits if he was going to do a strange workout for some unknown strange reason. But yeah, I mean, seriously, who's going to ever display it like that or want to, get in a pose position? But just to show you the articulation on it, yeah, that's about as far as it go, I believe. Yeah, but yeah, he would do that, as I said, for some bizarre reason, but I can't see it ever happening. There is drawing on the knee. I think it's quite stiff, but again, I don't think you're ever going to get him in a position where he's bending his knees, unless he was going to knee someone in the face, which could happen, but I don't think you'd ever have him displayed like that. But yeah, there is a drawing on the knee. I think there might not be much movement on the foot. I don't think there is. Yeah, it's very stiff. Stiff in places. Articulation on, I'd say, on the top half of the arm, or at least one arm, is pretty good because it goes quite a way out. The other arm doesn't. A bit of head movement, no movement on the body, and the legs is again restriction there, but it's quite good, because it's it does go quite far out. So yeah, articulation's not bad. Let's look at the accessories. There's some pretty cool accessories. There's the pumpkin that's in Halloween Resurrection. I'm trying to think if I remember seeing it in the Resurrection film. I've seen it a lot of times, but I can't. To be honest, I can't remember what the pumpkin looks like. But I'm guessing this is how it looks, and it's different one side, and it's it's different each side. So one side looks like that, pretty nicely carved, and one side looks like that. So I'm guessing that's how it is in the movie. I don't remember seeing it like that, but I guess it is. Yeah, that's pretty cool. It's different, two sides. We've got that bizarre doll that you see in Halloween Resurrection, and it's supposed to be a doll that Myers had when he was young, and he's literally stuck 2 pins in the eyes, which you can see that they've done there, which is pretty good because in the movie you see that like that, and then they've actually made the detail with the pins sticking out the eyes. Sorry, the camera's not focusing. Doesn't ever focus when you want it to, which is pretty awesome that they've got the pins actually sticking in the eyes. In the movie, I don't know if they actually made out that this was a doll, because, the way they set it up in Resurrection with the Myers house, I don't know if they put that doll in there to make it look like it was a doll that Myers had and then stick the pins in the eyes, or if it is actually a doll that Myers had. That was never actually clarified, but I think it was put in there. But it's pretty cool to have as an accessory. The little doll with the pins sticking in the eyes to have as an accessory, because it's from that film, so pretty cool. You wouldn't obviously have Myers holding that on display unless you was going to do it sort of like a comical style, which would be pretty funny. But yeah, you get 5 hands. Again, NECA have been doing this silly habit of giving. Hold on. Yeah, looks like 5 extra hands. So they've been doing this thing where they've been giving an odd amount of hands. So it's like you've got 2 hands and then 5 hands. So that means that you can only change one 3 times and the other one twice, which don't make sense. I think it should just be equal. They did it on the Terrifier figure where they give an equal amount, like 6 hands, but on the other figures, Halloween and stuff, they've only been given 5, which to me just doesn't make sense. I just don't see why they can't just even things up. But anyway, a bit weird. Then you've got at least 4 knives, which is pretty cool. The accessories you get with this are pretty decent. 4 different knives. Again, we've had these multiple times with other Halloween figures. Kitchen style knives as trademark of Myers, and then there's 4 here. There's 2 with a black handle, thick blades, 1 blooded and 1 that's not. Then you've got another kitchen knife which is similar to the other 2 but just the handle is brown. And then you've got a thinner bladed knife, which seems to be like from the Halloween 2. There's a sort of a knife that's similar to that. Sort of more like a lot of butter, to spread butter, I guess, butter knife type thing, but pretty good array of knives. And then maybe the standout accessory they get is the camera on a tripod, is it? That you see in the movie, where obviously that scene, the cameraman is obviously getting all cocky, saying I went to the same school as Spielberg, and then obviously Myers appears, and then obviously it gets the camera and shoves that end of the camera straight through the guy's neck. So obviously the guy's getting all cocky, went to the same one as Spielberg, and then Myers is like, Spielberg this, straight through the neck. And then obviously the evidence of it came through his neck there with the blood on it. Pretty cool accessory to have, the camera from there. I think this opens up, because I saw on one video that it opens up, but I don't know if that's 100% correct. But that does move. Camera on there does move. Spielberg style. Better watch it, I don't end up with that in my neck. But yeah, that does move. That's pretty cool. And I thought this does move, but I don't know if it does. I'm trying to move it, and it doesn't move, but still pretty good that moves. It's quite nicely detailed for a little thing. But yeah, it's pretty cool. That accessory, and you can have him on display holding that. I may be persuaded to do that because it's something different, and I've got a lot of Myers figures already holding knives, so I may be tempted to do that, to have him holding that. I don't know at this stage how it holds in his hand, but I may look at that. Yeah, some pretty awesome accessories there. At this stage, I don't know what he's going to have. Oh yeah, the other accessory that has rolled to the back of the box is the burnt mask, which obviously at the end, Myers ends up getting burnt almost to a crisp, and then at the end you see him lying on the table at the hospital, burnt out mask, and then obviously they think he's dead, and obviously his eyes open and he still sees still alive. Yeah, so that's a pretty cool accessory to have, the burnt out mask. You can have him actually, not that I would, I don't know if anyone else would, but you can have him have that mask on and have him like lying as if he was lying at the end of the movie. I guess if he was going to have fun with it and just like do like a diorama or recreate the scene from the movie and have him lying on the table where he's dead, and obviously he just comes, and his eyes come open. But yeah, that's one way of having it. Yes, yeah, so some pretty good accessories. As I said, I think the accessory, maybe the standout accessories, is the camera and the doll, to give it that distinctive recognition of being from Halloween Resurrection. That's from that. So yeah, it's a pretty solid figure. I'm going to give this... I'm going to be quite generous on this. I could see this being really maybe a 9, even a 10, because it's, I can't fault it really. It's a pretty good figure. I mean, obviously you wouldn't rate maybe the movie 9 or 10, but the figure certainly, yeah, it's a 9 or 10 because it's a solid looking figure. Mask looks good. Articulation is alright. The figure itself looks pretty solid. I like the colour of the coverall. I like the detail, paint job. The accessories are really good. I couldn't really think of anything else that they could have included. Maybe one or two other things possibly, but that's just being picky. But yeah, pretty nice. I think they've done really well with these last three NECA figures, these last Halloween figures that NECA have brought out. Pretty good. As I said, I'm going to do a couple more videos with these after this, so going to be messing around with them. But yeah, they've done pretty well, NECA, with these last three Halloween figures. Fair play to them. They've really made an effort with the figures. Look really good. The accessories are Really, really good with these, and they're just fun. They're not only just good quality with the accessories and the way they look, but they're really, really fun. As I said, due to the fact that it's the accessories, and you just look at them and you just think, you know, it just makes you smile and laugh, when you see some of the accessories that they give, that you see that's from the movie, and it just, so spot on to them. Now, I really hope they make the other figures that we're missing from Halloween, like the fifth one. I know we've got a Halloween figure from the first movie, but we don't have an ultimate one. And of course, number four, is it? I think, is it 4 and 5 we're mainly missing? I certainly want a ultimate 4 and 5 uh, ultimate figures. So hopefully, fingers crossed, we're going to get those. But yeah, definitely, yeah. As I said, 9, 10 if I'm being picky. But yeah, it's a pretty solid figure. Very, very cool accessories. I think that's going to be it for this, guys. Really enjoyed this review on this. I'm really glad I've got it in the collection. As I said, some couple more Myers videos coming up. So guys, that's going to be it for this video. I hope you guys enjoy it. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more vids. And if you love Myers and Halloween, there's going to be in a few more vids. And that's going to be it for now. Hope you guys enjoy it. Take care. Bye for now. See you soon. Thanks for watching. And don't forget to subscribe. See you soon.